Hey guys, welcome back to this part 2 of this sewing tutorial for a blazer. So before we head right, I've already put it on the material that I'm using. This is the center back, this is the side front, this is the center back, this is the side back, and then this is the center front. This is in folding, so you can see that it has front and back. So I'm going to cut one piece of this, one piece of this, and one piece of this. I'll replicate the same cutting on my interfacing, and the interfacing I am using is this one, which is Estee cotton. I'll replicate the same thing on the lining, but when it comes to the center front, I am going to make my fold into 4, because the main fabric is going to be will serve as both the front and the inner part. And you guys know that by the time when I drafted this pattern, I've already included my sewing allowance into it. So the only thing I'm going to be adding now is 050 all around here, all the edges. When I've cut this, I'll go ahead and shock this front and back so that I can indicate and know my back, the back of the material, because you know that this material, both the front and back, is very similar. So now I want to cut the center front. You can see that this one is folded into 4, like 1, 2, and then this is double. You can see. So the next thing I'll be cutting now is the collar. You can see there is already 2, and I'm going to use my material for both the front and the lining. What I'll be doing now is to pin lining to lining, main fabric to main fabric. So let's start with the lining. So this is going to be this way when I'm done. So now I'm going to turn it to this side, make sure that it aligns here, and then pin it together. So now I'll sew this all together. So now I am done joining the lining together, the back side together. You can see this is not too. I'll go ahead and join it at the center back. So guys, I've joined the back and everything. I want to come and iron all the clothes now. I'm done ironing for the back one. I will now come and arrange the lining, front lining, the front pattern to the back pattern, and then pin it. You guys know when I was drafting this, I used 1.5 as my sewing allowance, and that is what I'm also going to use and join it on the sides, and also join the shoulder side. For the front pattern, I'll be using this wording. This wording, it has sticky side. I don't know if you can see the reflective shine on it, and this side is not gummy. So I am going to come and put it this way. sew up the sleeves now, and after sewing it, I'm going to attach it to the main clothes. This is the collar, and I'll take this to get the center of the collar at this point, and I'll notch it. And now I am done with the pinning. I'll now take my tape and measure out this remaining space here, and it's giving me exactly 3.25 inches. That's 3/4. That is where it's stopping. So I'll come to the end here and measure out 3.25 so that it corresponds with the other side. So at this point, I know this is 3.25. I'm going to use my chalk and mark it. I know that as I'm pinning this, and I'm going to stop exactly here. Guys, so I want to attach my shoulder pad to the clothes. I wish I had two more, because I would have loved to use this as one, so that I'm going to have the kind of height I want, the kind of structure I want, but I have only one here, so I'm going to manage it. So you can see I've gone ahead to like indicate the middle, the center of my shoulder pad with the blue chalk. Yeah, so now I'm going to place it side by side like this, and then I just want to curve out. I like the length already. I just want to curve. I'm just going to curve this side. I want this to have a bit of curve here. So this is how I'm going to use this. I'm going to place it. It's going to go this way. So guys, this is the sleeve. I'll go ahead and fix the sleeve to the clothes. So to fix the shoulder pad, you're going to come at this edge here at the shoulder where the main cloth joins with the sleeve, and then I'll take my shoulder pad. You know, I indicated here to be the center, and I'll make sure that it tallies here, but I want to bring out my shoulder pad out so that it will give more, like, come out towards the sleeve. Let me show you what I mean. You see that the sewing allowance stopped here. Even look at where I joined the clothes here, but I brought out my shoulder pad out. So now I've done this, I am going to hold it here with a pin. So now I'll take the collar. This is the main fabric, and then this is the lining, and I'll place this. You can see like this sharp point, this curve here, this point. I'll make sure it coincides with this point that is here, and I'll pin it together. At this point, I'll make sure that they both coincide together. The sewing, they coincide together, and then I'll pin it together. Go ahead now and run a stitch round. I'll go ahead and here and notch, and create a notch here, so that when I'm turning these clothes, it will be flawless. I'll cut out all these edges here. So the next thing I'll do is to go ahead and reduce the length of this lining by 2 inches. Remember when I was cutting this, I cut the fabric, the main pattern and the lining to be the same length. But now I want to finish up everything, so I'm going to reduce the length by 2 inches and then join the lower part of the clothes together. Ahead and then join the sleeve side at the end. guys, moment of truth. You know, this thing is always crazy when you're doing it, because if you don't take time, it's going to be twisted. And the amount of times I've done this thing and it's twisted, guys, I want to cry. Guys, it's not twisted. So now I'm done ironing the collar. What is meant for us to turn the center front. Before you do that, at this side, at the middle, like open it up so that you can be able to enter into the blazer. I will like turn the blazer.